divide here in terms of the perceived value of that position relative to what GMs around the league, particularly those that rely upon analytics and a certain way of looking at the position, believe that it is simply replaceable. Now, Saquon Barkley is a rare athletic talent. He was healthy last year, came back, had a productive season. But are you willing to do the type of contract that would be an outlier to a large degree when you've got the player this year on a franchise tag that's about $10 million? For some positions, the franchise tag is a weapon for the player. Mm-hmm. If you get tagged, it's actually a good thing because of how it drives the market. But the franchise tag is dictated by what other players at your position are making. Mm-hmm. Think of it this way. And I was thinking about this morning. I pulled up some salary sheets and went through it. If we say the cutoff's $13 million or more, okay, which has kind of been a number that's been talked about with Saquon, maybe 13, maybe that's the magical number. There are 20 wide receivers in the NFL making at least $13 million. Mm-hmm. There are 14 defensive tackles in the NFL making at least $13 million per year. And we've seen monster contracts at that position over the past 12 months or so. 13 corners making $13 million. There are 7 tight ends making at least $13 million in terms of APY on their contracts.
Dalton Schultz is not one of them.
Brockman, making $13 million or more. 3. TJ?
6.
Del Tufo.
1.
The answer is 2. Splitting the difference. We'll give it to Del Tufo on Prices Right.
Alvin Kamara and Christian McCaffrey.
Year, which you can argue just because of the versatility that he has within that offense.
Worth it.
He counts as, Le'Veon Bell would like this logic, he would count as a player who kind of is a receiver / running back, so you're paying him to do multiple things. The other one's Alvin Kamara at 15 a year. Dalvin Cook just
which may be in jail.
Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, Joe Mixon, they're all in the $12 million per year range. Mm-hmm. But in terms of that upper echelon, Aaron Jones just took a pay cut. Dalvin Cook got released. Mm-hmm. Tony Pollard, who's the only of the 3 franchise-tagged running backs to sign his tender so far, is currently the 7th or 8th, depending how you look at it, highest-paid running back.
It's unbelievable.
At a $10 million tender, which is what Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs would be looking at as well. Which brings us to something that Barkley said beyond those comments, which was he did not rule out, didn't say he would do this, but did not rule out the possibility, come July 17th, if there's no long-term deal, holding out and not playing and potentially sitting out the season. It's hard to imagine that 5 years after Le'Veon Bell held out for an entire season in 2018, that another running back is going to look at that situation. Even though
that's
Le'Veon
crazy.
Get paid on the back end of that, it's hard to imagine another running back is looking at what happened to Le'Veon Bell's career after that.
He didn't do anything
after
that.
Over 3 years, and his career was over. Now he's a boxer. And say this is going to be not taking the money now, putting my career on hold is actually going to be worth it. Especially because the Giants could well do what the Steelers had the option to do, which was tag him a second time, and they did.
Yeah.
You can tag the guy a second time even if he doesn't show up the first time.
And the tag might go down.
There's a lot to unpack there, but I'll say this. Josh Jacobs, there's really been nothing going on. I said Saquon Barkley, there's at least been negotiations. As far as I'm aware, from my understanding, there's really nothing happening with Josh Jacobs. It's hard to imagine right now seeing Josh Jacobs, who's a man of principle, the reigning NFL rushing leader, showing up July 25th or whenever the Raiders report without a long-term deal. Does he show up by week 1? I'm not.
No, he'll show up at training camp.
Saquon, just because, again, they're at least trading offers, you'd think they have a chance. Tony Pollard, there's been at least some discussion. Pollard's probably the simplest one of these deals to get done because his extension's probably in the neighborhood of what the franchise tag is. But at some point, and I know that Josh Jacobs kind of alluded to this in a tweet the other day, saying something along the lines of sometimes not doing it for us, we're doing it for the ones that come after us. Whatever you want to read into that, if you take it as being a part of the contract negotiations, at some point somebody has to change the structure and the scope of where a positional value goes. At the linebacker position, it was C.J. Mosley. Inside linebackers, off-the-ball linebackers were not getting paid. Then the Jets got in a bidding war with, I believe it was the Ravens, which was Mosley's old team, and gave him $17 million a year, which was like $4 million beyond any other linebacker in the league. Mike McCagnon, coincidentally or not, was fired about 2 months later, and Joe Douglas took over. But look what happened after that. You had Roquan Smith top that deal. Shaq Leonard topped it. Bobby Wagner on his Seattle deal He got beyond what Mosley got. Fred Warner, Tremaine Edmonds just this past offseason got $18 million a year from the Bears. So it is possible to reset the market.
Yeah.
But to do that, you've got to be willing to go to the wall on this. And that wall exists at July 17th. Does anybody push past this? Because you also have to know your downside. If you haven't signed the tender, it can be pulled back at any point. Potentially one of those teams could decide to look into trade options. They could simply pull the tender altogether, sign somebody else who's sitting out on the street. There's a lot that goes into this. Saquon's absolutely right in terms of just the running back position and how it's being treated. On the flip side of that,
it's been treated like ass.
There's only so much you can do.
There's only so much you can do. What's up, good people? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hope everybody's having a great Monday. And we are here. We are here actually in the man cave. I am so happy to be back home and stuff. I've got to do a mic check here, make sure everything is working good.
Mic sound nice, check one. My mic sound nice.
Let's see.
Check two.
Oh,
My
there you
mic sound nice, check three.
Are you ready? And Mike, what's up? Mike, you know, when was the last time we did a show together? How long has it been?
Cruise. Before the cruise?
Before the cruise? Oh man.
No.
It's been longer than that.
No, yeah, we did one on Monday before. Yeah, we did one on Monday.
Did we? Okay.
The Monday before you left. The Monday before you left, we did the one, and then
That was like 2 weeks ago.
yeah, that's last. Yeah, the Monday before your cruise.
All right.
The Monday before the cruise.
I can guarantee one thing, that Roland's review was there. I know Stacy Schubert. What's up, Stacy? And I can guarantee you, Joanne Gonzalez was there. What's up, JoJo? I know Alan Williams was there. I know Ruben Walls was there.
Thomas Garrett was there too. Thomas Garrett's always there.
Let's see. Stacy and Joanne. Okay. I can guarantee you that they were here. What's on there? Of course, Miss Hot Sauce. Oh, my goodness. You know, when I cook the chicken, have you tried the habanero Tabasco sauce that's in there? That's got a good, it's got a smoky taste to it, and it's hot. It's hot. That's really good. In fact, speaking of hot, DMV was suggesting for the GoFundMe fundraiser that we do a hot wing challenge to help out Rashid. Would you be would you be at all enticed into a hot wings?
I did good last time
With the hot gummy.
No, that was hell.
That was hell? That was worse than chip? Did you ever do a chip? It was worse than a chip.
Yeah, it was worse than the chip.
Come on, man. It's candy.
Well, would you like to do it? I got plenty of them in the other room. I can give you one that you could do for help raise some money.
I'll tell you what. I'll say this much, okay?
All you got to do is survive 5 minutes.
If we get to $2,000 tonight on Rashid's GoFundMe, I'll do it. I'll do that. I may need to get some ice cream and some milk, but I'll do it. James Snyder. What's up, James? Welcome to the Mojo crew. All right, so listening to the Giants having their issues, and let me also say, too, shout out, because you need to add these in there, because we're going to be doing another drawing tonight for, how about Charles Haley autographed plaque? All right? Mike Thompson yesterday actually won the DeMarcus Ware one. This is Charles Haley. Let me, boom. Okay? You see the sticker right over here?
Yeah, that's authenticated.
That's authenticated by Emmitt Smith, okay? You got Charles Haley's signature right there. Boom. And see, Eagles, you can't do this. You can't do that because you only have one.
Now
you got one.
Now come at the end of the month.
End of the month. What happens?
There's going to be some Eagle players there at the end of the month.
What Eagle player? Who cares?
The oldie but goodies is what you would call them, players. The ones that got rings so far away that we weren't even.
They ain't got rings. The old ones ain't got rings unless you got some ones before 1960.
The same year that we became a franchise.
All right, so get David Wiley, okay? So we got Yasmin Abdullah, who made a donation tonight. Renee Ramirez, Terry Lee, shout out to Terry Lee. We also have Tyler Bachman, Robert Trill, Terrence Singfield, and Arthur Macon all also donated. James Snyder gifted a membership. Shout out to. So if you are here we go, Mike. You need to add. Those go in the bucket.
Okay.
You put them in the bucket, right? David Wiley, because David just did hit one. So those
donation.
These are all going into the Rashid Fund, which is in the bucket. That's where we're doing the drawing for Rashid to help him get back on his feet.
These ones.
If you become a member, and James Snyder just gifted a membership, go to the community tab. In there is a link to it's a tab, a post for members only. There's a link that takes to our Thrive site, so that way we can get you your shot glass as well as football as well. And we started. Okay, now understand. We've got a lot of you guys that are getting these. Okay,
yes,
and it's anywhere from $3 to $4 for shipping alone.
Super fans will be the first ones to get them. If you haven't already got your super fan.
Alan, I got you. Oh, Alan Williams, got you. Okay. Alan, on the GoFundMe? Hold it. Let me double check there, Alan.
Unless you recently did.
Hold it. Wait. Did I get Alan? Hang on. Let me double check it. 1865. Yep, 10 minutes ago. Get Alan Williams in there. Shout out to Alan Williams. 10 minutes ago, Terrence, because I last checked it at before the show. Terrence Singfield was the last
10
one.
minutes ago.
Shout out to my. Okay, so you're entered in the drawing as well, and Rashid definitely appreciates it. We're trying to get him back on his feet. He's had diabetes along with kidney issues and things, and we're trying to get him a permanent place to stay. Whew. And okay, back to the footballs and the glasses.
I'm gonna work on those tomorrow too.
We're doing about 25 to 50 a week because 25 of these is about $100 in shipping, and it starts to add up when you start having about 400 of these to send out. We're talking about $1,600 in shipping. Yeah. So the super fans
will be finished this week.
Yeah, all the super fans should be taken care of. Now the tailgate members, because you are a tailgate member, and we've had some of you guys that have been there for a long time, you're going to get one of the shot glass racks there. So we've got to make those. So that's why
you have the templates. We just have to cut them more out.
So that's what we're talking about right now. Where is Rashid? I don't know. Where is Rashid? Where's Rashid? Rashid? I don't know. Do you know where Rashid is?
Yeah, checking his vitals.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing that I find actually rather amazing. Is he a vet, Mark? No, he's not a vet. Well, although being a Giant fan, you got to feel like you've gone to war. But no, he is not a veteran. He actually had diabetes and had 3 of his toes going. Do you have 2 Joe Boos? Well, see, this is Cowboy Joe Boo, and this is Jet Row, his not too bright cousin, who's an Eagle fan.
Yeah, but you made a mistake.
Did I?
Not talking about. Remember when the Eagles won the Super Bowl? You gave him a fake ring.
Yeah, I did.
And they actually won the Super Bowl, but
don't. They're gonna blame me.
Hey,
thank you very much for throwing me under the bus, son. I love you too. Okay. Jeez. Oh, flip.
Hey.
Okay. Actually, listening to Saquon Barkley and everything else, all the drama that's going on there, will he hold out, him being upset and everything.
Well, he said he might not play this year.
And the thing that's funny is, I'd be kind of pissed off too, and this is the discussion I was having with Rashid. It was like, I'd be pissed off too if they paid my garbage-ass quarterback $40 million, and they're basically insulting me and talking about 12.
No, it's 12 and a half. And
okay, 12 and a half.
He wanted 14.
It's still, as they just put it, basically every other position's got 13 people, or more that are being paid more than what we're talking about paying you. And you're going to be one of the highest ones. Angelica Barron. What's up, Angelica?
Isn't the highest paid running back making 16?
That's Christian McCaffrey.
So
that's another guy who, last year was the first year he stayed healthy since he got his big deal. The other 2 years, he was injured. You saw a short video on why Dalton signed with the Texans Because he didn't have too many options?
Yeah, no options.
Is that what it was?
It's a 1-year deal. So it's like a prove it deal, and then he can sign somewhere else.
Angelica, you got hit with what last night? What happened last night? Now, understand, YouTube has got, because this is what's crazy is my other channel, my food channel, I was actually watching some videos on it, and I'm getting hit by commercials and ads and stuff on there. It's like, that channel's not even monetized. So it's kind of like how YouTube is trying to make more and more money out here. I guess this is to pay for the Sunday ticket for the NFL and stuff. That's not me. It's actually automatic now on the live stream. So it's kind of like, the commercials. It's not me. It's not me. It's like it's actually automated now. Dalton made a smart. Oh lordy.
Oh, not Eastside Hill.
Eastside. Oh my God.
How come no one went to see him at the CSA show?
Oh my God. Yeah, he was
at least when Amari Cooper did a show, people actually want to see the man. There are people that were disappointed that he got up and left, but at least they wanted to see him. They don't want to see Dalton Schultz.
No, nobody did. Okay. So I was trying to go through and basically say that, at least we haven't had any drama with the Dallas Cowboys. That, so far, we see Saquon, of course, wanting to get paid. We've seen, now Josh Jacobs, of course, being rather upset and wanting to get paid. We've seen, other teams that have had to cut bait because of their guys are too expensive. We seem to be okay. We got salary cap money.
We got rid of Zeke, and we're good.
But Zeke might be coming back.
Well, maybe in the middle of the season, I could see him coming back. If we're down and running back and we just need one for insurance, I could see him coming back in the middle of the season.
Okay.
Which I wouldn't have a problem with that, but.
Hang on. Let's see. I've got a hiccup on my system here. I'm gonna have, okay. Hopefully nothing happens when I do this. Hopefully, boom. Okay. Hopefully you guys are still there, but it's like my system is acting funky and it's froze up. So I think the stream should still be okay. Hold up. And give me 1 second here. But the Cowboys, we seem to be drama-free. And as much as they keep telling us how much we suck and how bad Dak Prescott is, it's kind of amazing to me.
There's a divide here in terms of the.
It's still kind of amazing to me where we are. Now, everybody will talk about the Cowboys. They're terrible. They're ass and all this stuff, right? I saw this saying that was, I guess this is they're always coming up with something new, that different polls and stuff. So they said the Dallas Cowboys have 5 players that are in the top 5 in their position. And so you look at that and you say, wow, okay. So, automatically people will say, well, they're ass. They should be doing better and everything else. But then I saw one that had the Raiders, and I want to say they said the Raiders had like 9 players.
Man.
Let me look it up because I'm going to be wrong on this. But I saw the Raiders and I was like, whoa. And so the Raiders, if they've got that many that are considered commando, what's up, man?
Take the money out, all of it.
If they've got that many, as opposed to the Cowboys only having 5, then you look at the Raiders and say, man, they really underachieved last year. Because, they got guys like Max Crosby and Josh Jacobs and things like that. And, I look at the Cowboys, and I know people will say that Dak Prescott, it drives me crazy how much people will say Dak Prescott just sucks. And I'm still looking here and saying, we had one good wide receiver. People are like, oh, well, the Cowboys had better wide receivers than the Kansas City Chiefs. And I'm kind of like, the Kansas City Chiefs had a hellacious better, and that's probably not even right, offensive line, and have the best tight end in football that Pat Mahomes throws to almost like 50% of the time? Would you take the Cowboys' offensive line and receivers, or would you take Kansas City's offensive line and their receivers and their tight end? I'm taking Kansas City's. I'm sorry. I'm looking from last year's Kansas City versus the Cowboys last year. This year with Brandon Cooks and our young tight ends, I'm going to probably take mine. Now, but I still take Kansas City's offensive line. Well, Dak has to shut them up. Well, Dak and the Dallas Cowboys have to shut them up because, I'm just sitting here as we talk about all the years of failure. It's been over 10,000 days, that's what somebody put out there, since the Cowboys have been in the NFC Championship, right? Over 10,000 days. They used to talk about the Vietnam War from the French to us being a 10,000-day war. So that is a long time. I will give you that. But Dak wasn't the quarterback for all those years. Was he? Come on. No, bring it. Come on, you got to bring it. No. You got to bring it. You have to thank everybody because, see, I don't see Giant fans rushing to your defense. Okay, I'm just saying how nice.
I'm the peanut gallery.
No. Come on.
We're not going to joke you tonight.
Come on, please.
You might.
Can't do that to me. How much?
All right.
No matter how hard y'all try.
We ain't going to mess with you tonight.
We're not going to give you too much of a hard way to go.
All right.
So let's welcome to the chat here. Ruben Wall, shout out, and Edward Strickland.
What's up, everybody?
Cook. Okay, so actually, I want to thank everybody because we're closing in on $1,400, and hopefully,
are you serious?
Hopefully, yeah, $1,365. Wow. Hopefully, and if we get to 2,000 tonight, that means I have to eat a hot gummy.
I have a whole bunch of them in my room from my the world's highest gummy bear.
Not Mike. In the bucket.
What
Okay.
did you say? A hot gummy?
They're hot gummies.
Oh, you went from the chip to the gummies?
Yes, they're hot gummies.
I did that when my channel was monetized for a minute.
Well, I'm not gonna do nothing crazy like that. Y'all know me better than that, but
No, we're not saying you. He said he would.
No.
well, that's him. But
If he get to 2 tonight.
well, I know how Mark reacts when it comes to hot stuff, and we ain't got no milk, so.
Well, I will go to the store. Okay, I will.
With his mouth hot now.
I will go to the store, and we will get something.
But thank you guys again for all the love and support. I really appreciate it. Again, I don't know how many times I can say thank you. I don't know how many times I can say I love you all. I know I'm gonna talk smack. Don't hate me. I'm like a Stephen A. It's not y'all the fans, it's the team I hate. So trust me, when I say things about Dak, I hate Dak. It's not y'all, it's just Dak. So when Mark and y'all heard the earlier comment. You notice how every time he says something about Dak, it's always compared to Daniel Jones. He never says nothing about Jalen Hurts. Never says nothing about Sam Howell, but it's always Daniel Jones. You have a fascination with Daniel Jones?
With Daniel Jones, but
you always say, here we go. Compared to Daniel Jones, he's stuck.
No.
Compared to Daniel Jones, he's this. Compared to Daniel, he don't say, compared to Jalen Hurts, he's this.
No.
Compared to Sam Howell, he's that. But it's always Daniel Jones.
Dak Prescott and Daniel Jones are making the same amount. They're making $40 million a year.
See what I mean? He don't say nothing about Jalen Hurts is making more money than Daniel Jones. He don't say nothing. It's always Daniel Jones.
He was in the Super Bowl this past year.
Oh, but my point is,
that's what I'm saying. Okay,
Jalen Hurts. You don't say nothing about Jalen Hurts.
Oh my God! Are you serious? Are you serious?
Maybe it must be every other channel.
Oh my God!
Maybe other video. As many videos as everybody say you do.
I have called him the one-hit wonder. Okay, I compared him to RG3 because it could. I said the book. Hey, listen, I said, and I've said it last year. I mean, I said it after the end of last year.
RG3?
I said it could be. He could be a one-hit under.
Well,
great offensive line.
Because you
all kinds of. You know how many times he ended up running up the middle?
Right, exactly. But
you think defense? Defenses are going to say, "Listen, he might beat us someplace, but it's not going to be up the middle." It's not going to be up the middle.
Saquon's not going to beat you up the middle. He's going to beat you on the outside because of the speed. It's the same thing.
Well, I'm going to say that the Dallas Cowboys, that they've got their defense with the speed that they've got on there now, between the safeties and the linebackers, overshown. What is his name? God.
Mozzie?
No. I'm talking about the other linebacker we had with the fused vertebrae. God.
You were talking about him yesterday.
I know. I don't know what's going on. I've been having
somebody in the chat will say in the chat.
Of course.
Shit.
Somebody the one that got hurt.
Yeah.
The
played for Notre Dame.
No, not Jalen Smith.
Oh, I'm about to say.
No. We drafted him in the 5th round.
No, he had the fused
he would have been a first-round draft pick, but he had his back vertebrae fused, and they thought he was not going to play. He ended up playing last year and actually getting 49
Somebody in the
tackles.
chat would know who we're talking about.
Prime time, game time, somebody.
But what I'm telling you is the Cowboys have taken the defense, and even our big guys have speed. We're doing things like DeMarcus Lawrence is actually going to be able to play some tackle, and you got Sam Williams, who's like 6'4" and runs like a 4.5 40, and is like.
Oh, it's Clark.
Yeah, Damone Clark. Thank you. I'm getting like.
Someone said LVE.
Damn, I'm getting.
Damn. Bander.
No, Vander Esch is not the speedster. Damone Clark, thank you.
Damone Clark.
But you look at everybody on our defense, we have a lot more speed than most teams, and that's where you're going to be able to chase them down. And you ended up having, listen, the Eagles, I mean, give them credit. They built a great team. They went out there and they got great talent. I'm not disputing that.
Right.
And they had an opportunity to win the Super Bowl. But what I'm saying is there really wasn't a book out on Jalen Hurts. You know that every defense has gone through, and now, you know, there's a reason why there's a sophomore slump.
Did he really have a sophomore slump? And he got paid?
But see, here's the thing. No. But what I'm saying is the reason why there's a sophomore slump is a guy comes out and plays as a rookie.
Right.
And they don't know what his tendencies are. They break that shit down. They have looked at every single play to the nth degree on everything that the Eagles have done. Mm-hmm. And they will find different things about him that will be ways to stop. And like I said, the biggest thing is don't allow him to run up the freaking middle. Mm. And the Eagles benefited. Now, I know your Eagle fans are going to be pissed off at me, but you had
that what you call a goal line where they all bunch up. It's like 4th and 1, 3rd and 1. They all bunch up
and basically push everybody in.
Yeah, up the middle.
Well, they changed the rules on that.
Yeah, I know they changed the rules.
But no, come on. To the Colts, they had to come from behind to beat the Colts. And of course, what happens? Jalen Hurts runs up the middle. The Bears were on the worst team. The Bears, listen.
The Bears are who
the Bears.
4 picks against
Bing! What thought they were?
The Bears are who we thought they were. And you only won 25-20 against them?
A win is a win, no matter how many points.
We thought they were.
Okay, but you know what?
If it was what's his name, Maher, and y'all won by 3, it would be a win is a win.
We played
the road to the Super Bowl, was that really as tough as it should have been?
Of course, but the NFC East is soft.
Listen, Rashid, you know that the Eagles owned your ass. You got Daniel Jones, who was just happy to be the party.
The Eagles owned y'all too.
No, the Eagles
own the Commanders. The Eagles own the Commanders. The Eagles own the Giants. Okay,
the Eagles lost to the Commanders. The Eagles lost to the Commanders.
Donald, but that game was a joke. That game was a joke.
That game, okay. Had they lost,
just like the last game of the season was a joke against y'all. That was a joke.
Yeah, well, of course,
was a joke.
True. That one you could say was more of a joke because the Eagles were already in control in their game. But the Washington game when the Eagles played them was actually significant because we were still on their tails.
Right, and the Redskins had something to play for.
Right
at that time, and the Eagles had something to play for because it was for the division. So we all technically had something to play for at that time.
Yes.
At that time.
You know, but my point being is, if your team is as great as you say you are, you don't going against Jeff Saturday wins 17-15 in a last-second touchdown.
Wait a minute,
No, 17-15 against Jeff Saturday.
But wouldn't you want your team to play for the coach? Wouldn't you want your team is supposed to be motivated by the coach?
If the Eagles are as great as they say they are, you blow the Colts out. Like, I don't know.
Colts were not good team.
Not necessarily.
Kind of like, I don't know. The Cowboys scored what? 52?
You beat the teams that's in front of you. That's the cliche.
We destroyed the Colts.
But sometimes you get motivated. Sometimes you
okay. So you're going to struggle against Cooper Rush?
But remember, like you said, where's Cooper
Rush?
Wait,
hold on. We were still in the game with Cooper Rush having 3 interceptions.
What was Ben DiNucci doing? Talking about all the Dallas old quarterback. What was Ben DiNucci? What's Ben DiNucci?
What Ben DiNucci was even in that?
How is that even an argument?
Put it for the XFL.
And now with Denver.
How is Ben DiNucci even? Are you serious?
Now you're going back too far.
Are you still on medication?
I just took some.
Okay.
I have to. That's part of me getting well.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I have to take pain medication.
What?
It's already moved on with this career.
That's what pain medication does.
We've already had our pizza and stuff, man.
Yeah, bomb ass pizza spot.
Come on, man. See,
that let you know I'm in my old mode. I'm coming relief. I let you know I'm coming back. Slowly but surely, I'm coming back.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. So, we can talk about the whole NFC East then. How do you feel about your team going into this year? Do you look at last year and say that's what you expected going into the season, or did you look and say that was overachieving?
I expected the record. Now, did I expect the playoffs? Did I expect Daniel Jones? Mm-hmm. Did I expect Saquon Barkley? Yes. Now,
shout out to Linda.
Now, the receivers. Why did we draft for a wide receiver? That was our only downfall. Was receivers got hurt. We had nobody to throw the ball to. Only person we was throwing the ball to was Saquon out the backfield. Then I think we had a rookie, or we got somebody off the street that we were throwing to later on in the season. But we need a legit one wide receiver, just like everybody else in the league.
But you know what's but you know why I always talk about Daniel Jones?
Why? Go ahead. I've been asking this question all season.
It was
for the last
funny.
3 years.
It was funny because I had forgotten about it. Lawrence and Judy, our friends, came by yesterday and stuff, and they wish you well, getting well and things.
Thank you, Lawrence and Judy. Thank you. I appreciate you.
And Judy was like, I don't know who he is. He said, oh, you know who he is. He was the guy who ended up saying, don't fumble it, Daddy. Don't fumble it.
I remember.
Oh, my God. Is that the classic of me now?
Don't fumble it.
It's between the why did we draft a wide receiver or don't fumble it, Daddy?
But hey, your wide receiver you drafted did get touched on the Super Bowl last year.
I don't care about that right now. I don't care about that. So that's how y'all Cowboys fans know me now? It's don't fumble it, Danny?
That and why do we draft the wide receiver?
But did who fumbled it more, Josh Allen or Daniel Jones? Okay, here we go.
But he's
on the cover of Madden. Who was the offensive coordinator? Who was the head coach? When he was with Josh when he was with Josh without Brian Daboll, he fumbled the ball. With Brian Daboll with Daniel Jones, he didn't fumble the ball. He didn't even throw that many interceptions.
But your quarterback's not on the cover of Madden.
But who threw more interceptions last year? Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Who threw more touchdown passes?
Now, okay.
I'm sorry. Who threw more? Who averaged more points a game?
One more time. I can admit my man is garbage.
Wait a minute. Are you?
As Dallas Cowboys
are you
fans,
saying that Daniel Jones
is
garbage?
He said that he threw the most interceptions last year,
and also had the highest scoring offense.
So then when Marcus says, well, why do y'all Dallas fans say what y'all say about Dak Prescott? Well, he threw the most interceptions last year, so why do you question why Dallas Cowboy fans say what they're saying?
He also had the highest scoring offense.
Broken thumb because of Kellen Moore. Now, Kellen Moore going to San Diego.
The Cowboys...
I'm hoping Austin Eckler stays.
Sometimes you win in spite of somebody else.
Okay.
I'm going to say that the Dallas Cowboys won a Super Bowl with Barry Switzer as a coach
with Jimmy Jones's team. Yes.
Yeah,
I
Jimmy
mean,
Johnson.
in spite of Barry Switzer, not because of Barry Switzer. You follow what I'm
He
saying?
just stood there and
Yeah, he it literally did
And the
nothing.
team fell apart
he
after
just
that.
said, okay.
The team fell apart.
But okay, what they go your
That's the beginning of the end of
So,
the dynasty.
so let me get back to this then. How do you feel that your team is going to be this year?
Okay, so let's go back to that. The record I predicted
Which was what? Last year?
9-8.
Okay.
I predicted that. Did I predict it playoffs? Did I predict it beating Minnesota? No, I did not.
Playoffs.
I did not expect. I thought this year
You
would be
kidding
the
me?
year that okay.
Playoffs.
And the way the schedule is looking right now, I think we're going to be the same record, do the exact same thing.
9-8.
9-8. I think I would say wild card because you think about Green Bay, you think about Detroit, and you think about Chicago. That's a wild card spot right there. Okay? You're thinking about the West. We don't know what the Rams are.
The Rams
we don't know what they
they've
are.
gotten rid of everybody.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you're
fine.
Except for Aaron Donald and Matthew
thinking,
Stafford.
okay, so the Rams, you got Seattle. Okay, we fought with Seattle for the play. Okay, I expect that.
Seattle, San Francisco. You look.
Right.
If you're asking me, if you're saying the NFC, Seattle, San Francisco. Okay, Arizona's going to be ass.
Right.
I think that too many. They've gotten rid of too many people in San Francisco.
Right. And
Okay.
who's the fourth team out in the West? At the Rams. So
The Rams,
okay.
yeah.
So now the
you look at
question
that and
is
say
the
there's
South.
two teams there. The South,
The South is the question. Between the
ass.
Panthers.
Okay,
between the Panthers,
not.
New Orleans.
New
Tampa
Orleans.
Bay.
New Orleans has a great
So-
defense.
so I
think they'll win the division.
So I think it'll almost be like
And then of
it'll be
course,
three. It'll be the same thing last year. I think it'll be three teams from the NFC
Mm-hmm.
and one each from the division, and then you might have a sorry team from the West and the South. It'll be the same thing. But if you listen to the pundits, will say, "Well,
Lady Libra, what's up?
What is it? 7 or 8 new teams always are in the playoffs every year. But which
Yes.
8? Which new teams? It's going to be the same thing to me. The NFC is weak to me.
but the thing is there's always some teams that
surprise you.
because going into the season last year. This
Yeah.
is where I always say people keep saying the Cowboys were a disappointment last year.
I don't think so. I would take 12 and 4.
I would
As a
say
Giants fan?
I mean 12-5. Yeah,
12-5, yeah, I would take that.
Going into that season, everybody basically said that's the worst offseason the Cowboys have ever had. You got rid of Amari Cooper, Lyle Collins, Connor Williams, Cedric Wilson, Randy Gregory. That team, I'll be honest, I looked at that after that offseason, and I looked at that and I'm just like, we got a chance maybe to make a wild card.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
you didn't look at that and say, yeah, we got a Super Bowl contending team.
And we won.
And then when Dak went down, it was just like, fuck. We got Cooper Rush.
When your starting quarterback goes down, and on every team, it's always that way. You hope your starting quarterback survives 18 games. If your quarterback goes out for 2 weeks, you're hoping that your backup can at least get you one game.
Oh, Taylor said basically he just bitch slapped you.
Oh, well, Taylor, why?
Hold on, listen. He
I'm
said,
speaking 100.
He said Dak threw 8 more TDs than Daniel Jones, and he missed 5 games.
But you know who? Guess who made up for it? The complainer, Saquon Barkley.
You mean the guy who might sit out?
Saquon Barkley.
So
that's my point. What running back? What did Pollard do? What did Zeke? I call him Zeke Elliott do? Who else? Besides Amari Cooper on your team, who scored touchdowns?
Amari Cooper.
Oh, what's his name? Oh,
actually, Zeke scored touchdowns.
Who else scored touchdowns? What's the other receiver's name? See, I don't even.
CD.
And we
CeeDee Lamb,
see,
Darius.
You actually could go through and say this about us last year.
I see. That's how much I care about your Cowboys fans. I can't even get the team right. I can't even get the team right. I can't even get the team right. I can't even name the players.
Why did you get a wide receiver?
I gotta find that T-shirt is somewhere. I'm gonna have to ask Tracy to make another one. Why we get a wide receiver? What's that? That's the what I slammed my head down.
Add Devin Stevens to the list. Shout out to Devin Stevens who just set up.
Shout out to everybody out there listening. Thank you all.
Rashid, cut down on your sweets. Yes,
I am.
Yes,
I am.
And he's going to have a limit on the big subs too. Okay.
So, no.
Yes.
Because you know what I did with the subs. A lot of times I would take them home And at the time, the person would eat the sub, but I would eat some and she would eat the rest because I would take a lot of food home for her. But I am going to cut down on sweets because I do have a sweet craving. So my sweet craving now is graham crackers. That is my sweet craving, is graham crackers. Any suggestions on sweets that's helpful, I would love.
Okay. What's up, Crystal? Shout out to one of the.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing out there? I'm back.
All right. So at least in actually, you know, when we look at the price tag for Barkley, and I can understand,
God,
you know,
we're not going to talk about. Why are we talking about Barkley?
No, because
why? All the news with today is about Barkley. It made me mad. It made me so mad.
If Barkley does not play this year, do you still say 9-8?
Barkley is 61% of our offense.
So you got
without a wide receiver, what else do we have besides Barkley? Without Daniel Jones, think about it. We got a two-headed monster. Daniel Jones running and Barkley running. Since we got Darren Waller. I forgot we got about Darren Waller. We signed him as a free agent. He's the highest paid tight end in the NFL. He better ball. He better ball.
All right. So, are you saying that with just Daniel Jones,
so now if
Barkley doesn't play,
the
season's over.
Kansas City doesn't have a running game. And now
but
just said,
but they got a great tight end, and they got a great quarterback.
Right. But my point is,
you ain't got a great quarterback, bro.
Well, whatever. You can say that. You ain't got a great quarterback either. We all gonna say that.
We got one that owns your ass.
Oh gosh. But anyway,
I'm sorry. How many times has the Giants with Daniel Jones beat Dak Prescott?
How many times has Jalen Hurts beat the Cowboys? See, you don't talk about that.
I do talk about that, but
no, you don't.
I don't have any.
See how you always do Daniel Jones? See. Since that draft, that they make fun of me about the draft about Daniel Jones. You always talk about Daniel Jones.
I don't have a Giant fan in here, right? I'm excuse me, an Eagle fan in here right now to go ahead and have this conversation. We're talking about the New York Giants.
Okay, we'll talk about the Giants, but I don't. Okay, so
but if the Eagle fans are feeling left out, I have something for you.
Fuck them birds. Fly, Eagles, fly.
I can admit my Daniel Jones is horrible when it comes to the Cowboys.
Stupid dumbasses managed to give up a 3rd and 30 to my sexy arm. Pathetic defense and team.
I can admit that.
No wonder I own those piece of shit frauds every damn year. Don't get me started on
all
the
this
fans.
crap in here.
You boo me while I earn the respected award. Losing the Super Bowl was just karma for you.
I'm a Giants fan. I can't
wait to drop 100 on your head next season while being the daddy of the NFC East again.
I'm a Giants fan. No way. Even though y'all got me in your house, and they're probably gonna poison me. I gotta keep one eye open tonight. I gotta keep one eye open tonight when I'm sleeping.
No, we ain't.
We've got him Dallas Cowboys blankets, and we've turned the AC down to 68. So it's gonna be cold in here.
I don't have no, but I don't. I'm gonna wear my jacket. I'm gonna wear my Giants stuff with me while I'm sleeping. So I'm gonna be. It's gonna be on top of me.
Are we gonna make it 12 this year?
We're gonna make what 12?
The amount of losses Daniel Jones has against the Cowboys.
Yeah,
because he's 0-10.
He's 0-10 against the Cowboys.
Against that Prescott.
Well, you know what? This is what I would say, and this is
what would you say?
This is the scary
against that Prescott.
This is the scary part. Y'all say DeMarcus Lawrence. Y'all say y'all linebackers.
Yeah.
I would say Stephon Diggs and Gilmore. Even if we get a wide receiver, I mean, y'all shutting our wide receivers down. So it's all going to be Daniel Jones and Saquon when we play the Cowboys. That's the offense. That's total offense right there.
If he
because
plays
Stephon Gilmore is a shutdown corner.
If the man plays this year,
Diggs is a shutdown corner.
Reven S.
So who we throwing it to? I mean, if you're saying y'all linebackers as good as you say you are, Waller has to ball. Waller has to stay
healthy.
Waller has to stay right.
That's the first thing he's got to do.
And he has to be either as good as or better than Travis Kelce this year. He has to be the number 1 or number 3. I would say top 3 tight end this year.
You know what, Rasheed?
I think Mark Andrews is in the top 3. I would give Kelce and I would probably put Waller as a top 3 tight. He has to be a top 3 tight end this year. He has to be.
Hector Flores, bam. Add Hector.
I have to say Darren Waller has to be a top 3 tight end.
Hector just added to the GoFundMe there.
Thank you, Hector. Thank you.
Oh, man.
But yeah, he has. I mean, even if y'all are saying that Saquon's not going to start, I want Daniel Jones to throw it to Waller all the damn time, just like what you call it throws it to Travis Kelce.
Yes, we did. You're in it, James. We're $5 away from 1,400.
Oh my God, y'all!
Yeah, see,
I'm not killing me in a bad way, but I know when Mark first proposed this to me, y'all, I didn't know what to expect, and I didn't know what to expect, but
hitting him with our Cowboys silver football.
More of those will be going out tomorrow.
That's like a silver bullet.
But I like there's a blue one around here somewhere which I want, but I'm gonna get it.
Look, you got plenty of the blue.
But
there's a blue one right there for you.
Yeah, there's a blue one. But I'm telling you, we go. I did not expect this, man. Y'all are keyword true blue, but
you understand that this is Cowboy fans that are looking out for you.
And I said in the hospital, I'm gonna be
as much trash as you've talked about my quarterback.
No, I did not. I'm speaking facts.
Garbage time. He's just a dink and dunker.
Come on. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all the real reason why Shannon Sharpe is retiring.
Why?
Garbage time. Me and Shannon made up garbage time, and Skip and all you other Dallas Cowboys fans don't like it. That's why Shannon's tired of it.
Okay, moving right along.
So after the night, remember, because the finals is tonight, so technically it could be Shannon's last day tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Because the finals is tonight, because he said he didn't have the finals. So those of you all not watching wrestling or not watching the finals and listening to Mark,
the Nuggets are probably going to win tonight.
Right. So if the Nuggets win tonight, tomorrow could be Shannon's last show.
Lola says, Nugget. Rashid, your team still stinks, Rashid.
Well, thank you, Lola. Lola Cowboy, thank you. Yes. I appreciate you, but, we'll see week 1.
The thing that always is funny to me is how I get Commanders fans, I get Giants fans. They all talk about how bad Dak is. And I'm like, pot me kettle. Have you looked at your own guy? Seriously.
Mark, us opposite of Cowboys hate the other team's quarterback. Mm-hmm. I hate the Redskins. I don't think about it is whoever the quarterback is for the Redskins. Think about it. I want to keep saying Redskins, but it's Commanders. Whatever the quarterback is.
I don't know. Is it going to be Commanders? I mean, they don't have a trademark for that.
If the sale's not final.
Gina, Dallas TV.
The sale will be final.
I think they still got to vote on it.
Yeah.
But even still,
that sale's going through because the NFL is already licking their chops because it's like Virginia's talking about $1.2 billion for a new stadium. Maryland DC wants them. They're like, yeah, that's going to be more money. I still don't understand how the Commanders are one of the most valuable franchises in football.
I think it's NFC East.
Do we see anybody other than Cowboy fans at those games?
Yeah, I mean, if you go to
ain't nobody going to those games.
I think it's more because it's the NFC East because the whole.
But who's watching? They're not watching them on TV.
They're not really watching them on TV. I mean,
they're not watching them at the stadium.
Think about it. You don't even have season ticket holders anymore.
They do.
Most teams have.
I'm old enough to remember when they said that the season ticket waiting list was 100 years.
I remember that.
100 years long.
That on the news.
People were handing them down and putting them in their wills.
Yes. They used to announce that on the news during the summer. That was a big story. Well, you can't get the you can't get any Redskin tickets. Only single game tickets.
That's right.
You can get.
Yeah, you couldn't. And now,
I don't know how.
Now they're giving away for Snicker bars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Although that may change though. You're looking at it now, especially if they start getting the concept of a new stadium and everything else.
I do want to go to a new stadium when they build it.
But the question is, being in the area that we are in, where?
Shout out to Matthew, just tuned in. Love the updates. Appreciate that, man.
Where?
I've been, it's been kind of crazy for me since basically the draft, trying to get this red brick house done. I want to get that place done before the season starts, before training camp. And so we've been going crazy with doing that. Of course, the 20-year vacation cruise with the wife and friends and stuff. But I've got to buckle down
Red Brick House while we're down
and find some more time to make sure I keep up with the Cowboys. Yeah. Although we do have that this is that time between now and training camp.
Exactly.
That this 5.5, 6 weeks. Do you realize that?
It's almost
we're only like 5.5 weeks. 6 weeks away from training camp.
Because I think
like 2 weeks.
I think this
rookies start reporting like the 18th of July.
I think it's last week of mini camp, and then they go for that month, and then training camp starts.
Yeah, so some camps start like I think the 17th or the 18th.
Mini camp. I know there's a camp today that started for the Giants. I know the Commanders didn't start, and I think y'all started this week too. I got a camp going on.
Real question for you from Marcus Blackman. Okay. Why are the Giants doing Barkley like that, Rasheed? Do you agree with them lowballing him like that?
Commando.
Oh my God.
Well,
Commando, appreciate the super chat. But
before that. Let me go back to the first one. In my opinion, Saquon is. What are you asking for, Saquon? And like I was saying earlier,
he wants 14.
Well,
but my point is, are you
he's not trying to reset the market.
But think about it.
He wants 14.
You did once your rookie year, and then this past year are your best seasons. That's 2 out of 5 years, and you want X amount of money.
He wants 14
Now, if that was a quarterback or even a head coach.
Okay, let me say this much. Randy Gregory got a 4-year, $70 million deal.
And I understand Saquon wants guaranteed money.
Can you blame him as a running back?
How many years?
I'm just saying.
Because Stephen A. and them, quote ESPN, sorry, but the shelf life of a running back is 30. Saquon's 26. If you're the Giants, how many years are you giving Saquon? 3, 4?
But he's injury prone.
Thank you. Same thing that he said. I mean, do you blame if I'm an owner of the Giants? If I'm the owner of the Giants, I don't want to give. I have a future investment in Daniel Jones, and Dexter Lawrence has been on the field longer than Saquon. Okay. Yes, Saquon is productive. Yes, he's explosive. But yes, he's got legs like tree trunks. But you're telling me I'm going to invest 3 years, X amount of dollars?
14 mil a year is what he wants.
No,
14 is what he wants.
Give me one more year. No. Give me one more productive year like last year, and I will pay you anything.
But the Giants offered 12.5 a year.
Right, but he said no. A year or just the franchise tag?
No, the franchise tag is 10 something.
Right, I know it's 10 something.
So then they offer the franchise tag because he want to take the 12.5.
But he wants guaranteed money. The 12.5 is nothing. He wants guaranteed. He wants like, okay, give me 9, 10.
I mean, the franchise tag
is 9, 10 up front, and then the 2 point whatever. Or
the franchise tag is guaranteed. So why not sign? Why not sign?
But he'll get all of that 10. He wants guaranteed money.
Well, okay. The franchise tag is guaranteed.
Right. But the thing is, he wants a longer deal with guaranteed money. That's what Saquon wants. But I'm like, give me one more year like you did last year. Give me one more year like you did.
Okay, let me ask this one. Okay. Leonard Williams or Saquon? Leonard Williams' base salary is $18 million.
Me personally, I would have.
So if you're Saquon and you look up and you say,
I would probably do Saquon.
I'm just saying, if you're Saquon and you look up and you see Leonard Williams at $18 million, how you feel?
I would. Leonard Williams, I wouldn't mess with. It's more Daniel.
Okay.
Because you know somebody said this today.
How about Andre
somebody
Jackson?
Else said this today. Okay. We're not 100% sure Daniel Jones is our quarterback.
Oh, you're right.
But y'all paid him.
But he's $40 million.
We paid him.
Right.
But so we're not 100% sure he's our quarterback.
4 times what you're paying Barkley. So you're telling me you're not sure he's your quarterback, but he got $40 million.
My thing was, if I'm the owner, I wouldn't have paid Daniel.
Mary Lund, what's up?
Sure Daniel's our quarterback.
Okay.
I would have paid Saquon. I would have probably paid him, but we're not 100% sure next year or the year after that Daniel Jones is gone.
Okay. Adoree Jackson or Barkley. He's a $19 million cap hit this year.
Well, 14 sounds a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Okay. Andrew Jackson. I'm sorry, Andrew Thomas.
He's the left tackle. I would pay him. Left tackles are a dime a dozen. Pay him.
He's 10 this year, 10.2. So basically, if you had to make a choice,
I would do because you need somebody to block.
Okay, he's 14 next year.
Right. I would pay. You need people to block. You need people to. I don't care if it's Daniel Jones back there or a rookie back there. You need somebody to block.
Okay.
I need somebody to block.
Now, the problem for the Giants, of course, is, and this is what doesn't make any sense to me.
Paying Kenny Galladay was a problem.
How the hell is it that your team? I don't look at your roster and say you're loaded with talent.
No, we're not.
How the hell?
That was before Dayball got there.
How the hell is you only have $3.8 million of cap room?
Because you know why? Kenny Galladay. Stupid decisions like that. Kadarius Toney. Stupid decisions like that.
You mean
stupid decisions? Why did we draft for a wide receiver? Yeah, stupid decisions like that. Why did we get Kadarius Toney? Why?
What?
You let him go. Why did we get the dude from Detroit? Why did we pay $15 million for a wide receiver? 15. Can't pay nigga ball.
Kenny down.
That was before Dayball. Okay, so you got $23 million in dead money. So if you're Saquon, then think about this then. If you're Saquon and you say, I've been here and I've been productive, and you see that they're paying $14.7 million in dead money to Kenny Galladay, and you're going to say, I'll be happy with taking 10? No.
You can.
I think
Saquon. I mean, Saquon can be mad. Saquon. I don't know. I feel 50-50 on this because in a way Saquon can feel mad because yes, he's the MVP of the Giants. You're the real MVP, Saquon. I will give you that all day. And I love Saquon. He's the real MVP on the Giants.
But he might not play this season. He may not play this season.
And if it was me, I would pay. I would say I would give me one more year.
Eddie!
Saquon.
Eddie!
What's up, Eddie?
I want to talk to you, Eddie.
Give me one more productive year of Saquon, and then I will pay him anything he wants.
Eddie wants to see this one.
Oh, Danny. One of Danny. Don't fumble it. Don't fumble it.
See, when Philly 500 does that, we don't want to see that. No, we don't want to do that. Okay.
So, I'm just trying to understand. So your argument is the dead money that you're paying. So you got 23.
We got a lot.
Wait, hold on. Okay, I'm going to call you out on that because you got $23 million in dead money. Mm-hmm. The Eagles have $54 million in dead money, and look at their roster.
But think about it.
Although they really have put all their chips in
exactly
on
Jalen
Hurts.
And think about the ownership. Think about what everybody says. Dang Howie. You're not saying about the Giants. You're not saying about the Giants. You're saying, dang, Howie, why you make this decision? You see what Philly 500 does every time Howie makes a decision, but then he'll say in the season, that was the best decision ever.
Oh, every decision they make is always the best decision.
Justin Jefferson, ass. You see that?
Philly
Howie Roseman was the worst then,
delusional.
but then now, when they was in the Super Bowl, Howie Roseman is the best executive of the year.
That's Philly 500 for you.
You know, I mean, come on.
He's happy when they're doing good stuff, and he's upset when they're trash.
The Giants' ownership is getting to that point. It's time for new age instead of old school. And I love the ownership of the Giants. I love it, but it's time to have new, young. With Brian Daboll, I love the general manager. But the owner, I mean, I think it's the ownership. Oh my God! Look, that's why I'm going. That's why I'm gonna go in my corner and let y'all talk about Cowboy stuff because this is frustrating.
No, you're our guest turkey for the night.
No, I'm going back in my corner. I'm gonna go back in my corner and let y'all talk Cowboys because this is a Cowboys channel. Y'all done heard me rant and rave enough. But like I said, thank you all for all those who gave to the GoFundMe. I really do appreciate it. I just don't know.
$1,390.
Y'all just don't know that money is going to a very, 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 very good cause, and I appreciate y'all.
Getting him out of my basement.
So
okay, believe me. Okay,
right.
Listen,
So I'm going to exit stage right.
When you're helping Rashid, you're also helping me. Okay? Because he's in my house. Okay, I gotta listen to this stuff. Okay,
only when they talk about. Remember what I told Mark in the hospital? I said, "Who's going to throw better dimes, Danny or Dak?" And I already said, "Danny."
You who said Danny?
I said,
man, I don't know what they sent. I don't know what kind of medication they sent you home with, but that's some bad stuff, man. That's some strong stuff that he's on. All right. Oh man, Brian, I'm glad that it's working now for you, buddy. I don't know who ended up probably accidentally getting you. I'm glad you're back here. But shout out to all of you guys that have actually come together. Even though we all know Rashid is the enemy and stuff. Thank you everybody for coming in to help out with them.
When it comes to your team,
and because of that. Okay, yesterday Mike Thompson was our winner yesterday of a DeMarcus Ware print. Today, this is the one we're doing today, right here. Let me give it to Mike, because you can hold it up closer to that camera right there. That's the DeMarcus Ware one. So that one, I'm sorry, Charles Haley.
The one I showed was DeMarcus Ware.
Yeah, the Charles Haley one.
Charles Haley signed and authenticated.
You know, I'm getting like little. Is it Little Wayne? You hear about? What do you mean Little Wayne? Little Wayne is saying that he's got memory loss and he can't even remember some of his.
He's up there in age. Little Wayne, that doesn't surprise me. He's up there in age.
How old is he?
He's probably close to 50.
Thank you a lot, Rashid. Fuck you.
But also,
I'm 57. Fuck you. Okay. He's old as dirt. He's old as shit. How old is he? Oh, he's about 7 years younger than you.
But he also. But
I would say this: we're close in age. I don't know about how much.
But also too, he has dabbled in a little bit of the drugs too.
I ain't gonna say that, but
that may contribute.
Which one is the? Can I pick the winner?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to.
All right, well, let's pick the winner.
You're more than welcome to. Guest of honor.
Hold on. Wait. Hold it.
What's that?
He was born in 1982.
Well, I'm older than him. Sorry.
In 82, I was a sophomore in high school.
I was born in 79. Like I said, I'm older than him. Sorry.
So he's
We're
only
all getting old, Mark. The old.
No. Dude is in his 40s.
Right. I'm in my 40s too.
He's only like 41.
Right. I'm 44.
You're talking about him being old.
We are. I'm
like 16 years older than he is.
Sorry, Mark.
Damn.
I mean, he has dabbled in some.
Mary Lon. Mary Lon, you got your. Oh, there you go. See, Mary Lon's got.
Yeah, we'll be sending some more out tomorrow.
Did you get a blue one or a silver one?
I think it was just the blue ones that went out.
Okay.
All right. Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
All right. So Rashid's picking.
Pick one.
Picking one. Dun, 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 dun. My man, Alan Williams is the winner. Okay. Bro.
All right.
I told you I was going to hook you up, Alan.
Okay. Mark, with all the talk about the hated Washington Redskins, I mean Commanders, is it time? Oh, man.
Eddie B.
Oh, Eddie. But here's the problem for them, Eddie. They don't own the rights to the name Commanders.
Well, they couldn't get a.
They can't get the trademark.
Oh, so they're gonna change the name again.
I don't know what's gonna happen to them. And Old Goody is gonna be out.
Oh,
ain't Magic Johnson part of that team?
My home team, my loyalty. I'm at Uptown Royalty.
So they're gonna have to change the song again when they get a new name.
We fight for all DC. Who are we? I speak facts. I'm not making riddles. The Hawks open big old holes for John Riggle.
Lowe's like, no!
Hey, they may have to change their name at the. They may be changing their name.
Thought you was gonna score, but I knew that he would catch her. And Doug Williams was the first black quarterbacker.
Okay, there we go. That's enough. There we go. Ooh, and listen. If you do a $20 super chat, I got to give it to you if that's what you're asking for. Okay,
so it's all good.
So I'm a sellout, I guess.
Well, no. This might be a classic.
Oh, it definitely will be if they change the name again.
Well, the old hogs would be the old.
Mark, close the other camera to my left. I did. I did. I closed that one.
Yeah,
there you go.
It must be behind.
Yeah, you're behind. I went ahead and closed that one over there. So since Rashid got up, but we're gonna get ready to get out of here because I've got to get up early in the morning and get down to Redbrick House. Need to change it to the Hogs or the Red Wolves.
The Red Wolves.
I still say red skin potatoes.
I like Red Wolves. At least that's more respectable than Commanders.
Call them the Washington Spuds.
Red. Have another color.
Because that was the color they've always had.
It was really burgundy.
But still burgundy. Call it something.
Is Twiz in here talking? Twiz, don't make me do it. Twiz, come on, man.
Fuck them birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Now we shoot those birds out of the sky.
Oh, shit.
Stupid dumbasses managed to give up a 3rd and 30 to my sexy arm. Pathetic defense and team. No wonder I own those piece of shit frauds every damn year. Don't get me started on the fans. You boo me while I earn the respected award.
Just in case.
Losing the Super Bowl was just karma for you fuckheads. I can't wait to drop 100 on your heads next season while being the daddy of the NFC East again.
It already is autographed.
No, I'm just saying. I don't want to mess up Charles. I was just joking about it. I said, but shit, I got autograph it, dude.
Nah.
Not autograph it, but send a sticky on it, like
Post-it note.
Post-it note.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, there you go.
Thank you, or I'm still your lucky charm.
Okay. All right. Well, Twiz, and I hope you enjoyed last year. Because I think you're going to have a rougher road this year. All right. So, good people, thank you as always. And let me get now. Listen, like I said, we're sending out about 25 to 50 of the shot glasses and stuff a week. It's costing $3 to $4 for each one of those to go out.
Oh, they are?
Do me a favor and take a picture with you and your shot glass and your football, so that way I can do a new closing video.
He's gonna have Don win.
Help hook a brother up, okay? So it's time to update the shot glass. But grab your shot glass.
That's Ron Strowman.
Oh yeah, I see you.
Logan Motorsports, you're in Virginia. Shout out to you, buddy.
I think I see him. Man, I see him.
Yeah, he's an Eagle fan. He's going to be on the subject there. As always, thank you, everybody. I appreciate you guys. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the heck up out of here. Rashid.
The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing.